Oh, well, crap. Can y'all see me? Yo, sorry, my USB thing, overheated and it just went like Sorry about that. We should be good now, though. So yeah, let's get back to it. I have not played any of the Persona games yet. I really want to, but I haven't had the opportunity to. Sorry, I was fixing the mic. The stream died because my USB Wi-Fi thing overheated, and a lot of times when it overheats, it just goes like It hasn't happened yet during a stream, so I was hoping I'd be good, but it, as you can see, it went like Ah, nice! I love Clip Studio Paint. Oops. Fuck. It depends on how you do your artwork. Like, I think that Clip Studio Paint is better for artwork, but if you really like Photoshop's layout and what have you, then you might not, you know, be into it. Because the thing is that software does not make you a better artist. It just makes it easier. But good art can be made with anything, so, you know. Obviously, you know, it's good to find a software that works for you, but don't think that, oh, if I switch to this, my artwork will immediately be better, because that's just not how that works. Yeah, even as I'm doing line art, I gotta make fixes. I don't know what's wrong with this. I'm so sorry, you guys. There's a couple of animated shows I've been thinking about talking about. It all just depends on what I have the time to watch, you know? Shows are a lot harder to talk about than movies because, you know, you only gotta watch one movie, but for shows, you gotta watch that whole show over and over and over again. I'm so sorry, June 28th, July. I don't know why this commission is so cursed. I just... like at every turn, there's something new I gotta fix. I mean, I don't really... Ruby and Sapphire got married. Whatever, they were basically married already, so... whatever. I mean, I guess the plot stuff's kinda neat, but overall, I just don't care anymore, man. I know that when I got Clip Studio Paint, they were having this sale where it's like, oh, if you buy the physical copies, it's only $20, but I don't know if they're still having that sale. So, yeah. If they are, then go for it, man. But if not, then, yeah. I'm drawing on a screen. So yeah, I do gotta keep like glancing back up on the chat, so yeah, I can't like read the chat and draw at the same time like I could if it was just a tablet, I guess. But man, is the screen useful for animating. A lot of stuff happened in Steven Universe. Basically everything happened, I guess. Like, Lapis is back again. Maybe for final, but we'll see what else they pull out of their ass. The Diamonds find out that Steven is Pink Diamond because it turns out that Rose was Pink Diamond because they couldn't keep that one interesting thing they still had going. They had to bail on it. So, you know, instead of it being like this put upon soldier who decided to fight for love instead of conquer, and instead it's just like, I don't like how these things go. I'm gonna run away from home and make my sisters / parents think that I'm dead. And that'll solve and start a war and cause the deaths of thousands of innocent gems instead of just openly rebelling. But no, I gotta play this fun little game of charades and put thousands innocent lives in danger because I just love Earth so much, but I also am horrified of confrontation, I guess. Ruby and Sapphire got married, which, I mean, they were basically already married anyway, so it doesn't really change anything, but okay. And Bismuth is back, because wow, it turns out that all they had to do was just talk to her, instead of avoiding it for 0 reason. Weird that. Why don't you talk to each other? Just give it a try. That's what I was thinking during the Bismuth episode, like, I know you're trying to avoid it, but I don't know why. And then just like zoom in on a picture of Rebecca Sugar. That's how I feel about that, because just talk to her. She's not evil. Just clear some shit up and you're good and you're golden crispy. Yeah, that's a pretty good way of summing it up. Uno Dos says the rose pink diamond twist was the equivalent of sans equals Ness. Basically, yeah. Where it literally doesn't do anything except subtract from the show. Oh, it also means that instead of Pearl, like, rebelling against her diamond, and it being this, like, interesting dramatic irony where she, like, left the enslavement of a diamond in order to basically make herself enslaved to someone else because she doesn't really know how else to process relationships. Instead, it's just like, oh no, she just worked for Pink the whole time, and she never actually rebelled against anyone. She was just lucky to have a good master, I guess. Like, hey, you think that might kind of undermine Pearl's character completely? It's like, she did serve Pink Diamond. Until the very end, as a matter of fact. She didn't rebel against anyone. She was only following the orders of her diamond. The whole time. Like, the Pink Diamond twist is just a dramatic twist that subtracts from everything. It literally adds nothing. It doesn't change the way characters view anything because Pink Diamond or not, Rose is still fucking dead. It doesn't change the revolution because we already knew that Steven was gonna save the day through friendship anyway. This is just how he did it, I guess. And, like, the whole interesting conflict of, hey, maybe Rose actually did something bad. Nope, she was fine the whole time. Well, she did do something bad, but we're gonna pretend like it wasn't bad, even though she started a whole revolution instead of just confronting her parents, sisters, whatever the diamonds are supposed to be. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's true that as long as Pearl is doing it because she wants to, but it still makes her whole thing feel weaker. Also, isn't it weird that, like, blue and yellow diamonds, Pearls match them, like they're both blue and yellow and they have their gems in the same spot, but then Pearl isn't, and a lot of people thought that because she was white diamond's Pearl, but no, she was Pink's Pearl, so why didn't she also have a gem on her belly? Or was Pink? Why didn't she match? Is that just like a new fashion statement? Or did they purposely do it just to like misdirect people? Because if so, then that's kind of a dick move. And it also undermines the designs of pink and blue, or of yellow and blue Pearl, because then if they're not supposed to look like their diamonds, then why do they look so similar to their diamonds? If they're not supposed to. They just happen to, and it's just a thing? Like, hang on. Like, I feel like the show is obsessed with being clever and subversive, so much so that they don't really care about a simple, effective story. They have to subvert something, or like they have to act like they're the smartest, most important show ever about something. It's almost like the show feels like the creators feel like they have to be constantly saying something when you don't have to. You can just have fun. You don't have to, like, you don't have to make a show specifically to tell a message. Now, a show with a message can be good, especially if the message is portrayed particularly well. If not, then that kind of tanks the whole show, but it's not a requirement. You can just tell a story because you have a story to tell and you think it might be fun. You don't need to, like, outsmart everyone or act like you're... Like, Steven Universe seems to be more about the message of peace and love and less about an actually engaging show. And it's not even a good show about peace and love because it doesn't address the obvious questions of, hey, sometimes being peaceful and loving doesn't work. Hey, sometimes people are just assholes and we have to live with that. It doesn't work. And it seemed like they were gonna go that direction with the rose shattered pink diamond thing, but nope, it was just a misdirect. Once again, they were like, ha, you thought we were gonna do something interesting? Fuck that. You can't do something interesting. That's not how we roll. I don't know, I guess I'm getting kind of ranty about it. Especially since I don't even really watch the show anymore, so I guess it doesn't really affect me. But yeah, it's dumb. So like, if you're not caught up with the show, it doesn't seem like you've missed much. Just more of the usual shit, you know? And I think there are just 4 diamonds. I don't think it's because they're the only diamonds that could ever exist. I think it's just that they're the only diamonds that currently exist, you know? Like, they don't have to represent every single gemstone. I think if they did, then the show would be even more obnoxious than it already is. Because then they'd just be contriving reasons for certain gems to show up, you know? So they can fill their quota. most part. Just gotta do her hands, and then shadow, and then the base colors, which will be no problem. So we're getting real close to finishing this, guys. Success. Yeah, I think they're gonna address Centipedal. I saw her in the promo, but like I said, I don't care anymore. The show is butts. It's not gonna get any better anytime soon. That's not how hands work. Hold on a sec. Okay. That doesn't look right at all. That's better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not too interested in OKKO. Like I said, it just makes me want to watch something else because it's constantly drawing references from other things. You know, like, why watch a show that, like, points out that this shit exists when I can just watch it. See, that's the problem with references. If there's no point to it, and most of the references in OKKO don't really have a point, then you're literally just pointing out the fact that a thing does indeed exist. And it's like, okay, cool, I like that thing that exists, but what exactly does referencing it mean? You know? Oh man, you guys, we're getting so close. We're reaching finished line art town. Oh, I love the gorillas. My favorite music video is Melancholy Hill, and my favorite song variates all the fucking time, but God, what is my favorite? That's right, my favorite song is 19-2000. That's my favorite right now, but it'll probably change, especially since there's a new album coming out. My favorite anime is Bakano. I love that show, and I'm also very fond of Nichijou. I think I mentioned this last night, but you know, not everyone was there. Yeah, I think Bakano is a very well put together show, and Nichijou makes me laugh. It's got the good jokes. I haven't finished Full Metal. Like, I've seen the original and I haven't even finished that. I haven't watched Brotherhood, so what I've seen is good, or at least what I remember of what I've seen is good, but I don't think it would be fair for me to say anything about it when I can barely remember the show. Those shoes are so dumb. Why are they shaped like Lego bricks? I want to check out Spider-Gwen because I really like her design. I just haven't been able to yet. Silk also looks pretty cool. Okay, that's one stupid shoe down. Now I get to draw the other leg with the other stupid shoe. Hooray. Dude, definitely Knuckles shoes instead of this guy asked would I buy Shadow shoes or Knuckles shoes? Definitely Knuckles shoes because I can actually visually comprehend them. Like, I can understand that those are shoes and not in fact a fucking turbine power generator. Incorrect. Shadow shoes are not cool. They're stupid. No person would ever wear shoes that look like that. Never. Are you kidding me? The stupid rockets on them. And he wears them like roller skates. It's like everyone's human shadow designs are wrong because see, none of them draw him wearing roller skates. But if they were even the slightest bit accurate, then he would be wearing roller skates 24/7 because that's what he does normally, except they're rockets. So they're even stupider than wearing roller skates 24/7 because he got a rocket in his feet. That's dumb. Well, he might be the ultimate life form, but he's not the most fashionable life form. I can tell you that for sure. This boy wouldn't know fashion if it smacked him in the face. The rockets don't allow Shadow to fly. They allow him to slightly hover above the ground so he can use them like roller skates. They're actually worse than roller skates because at least roller skates don't run out of fuel. If Sonic wore Heelys, he could outlast Shadow in a race. Like, they're even less effective than Heelys. Because at least Heelys don't go like everywhere you go. They don't require fuel, and they don't make your feet look like a fucking transformer. How do they even get powered anyway? What if his shoes blew up? You sure as heck don't have to worry about your Heelys exploding, but I bet Shadow's gotta worry about, like, his shoes overheating and blowing him the frick up. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter what his shoes are fueled by, because the fact of the matter is that Heelys don't require fuel. So the pair of light-up Skechers Heelys would be objectively better shoes than this fucking mess that Shadow wants to wear on his feet every day. No, maybe they're soap shoes? No, they're not soap shoes, because soap shoes are for grinding. Like, Sonic has weird shoes in Sonic Adventure 2, because I think that's when they introduced grinding. And you need soap shoes to grind, because they have a flat bottom, so you can go like, woo! Incorrect. Light up Skechers Heelys look significantly cooler than this. I mean, I'd want a pair of light-up Skechers Heelys, you kidding me? Hell yes. I wouldn't be caught dead in these shoes. If you tried to dig up my body and put these shoes on my corpse, I would come back to life and fucking strangle you for trying. Alright guys, we're almost done. We're so close. I can see the light! Yeah, Shadow, I mentioned this last stream, but if Shadow were a real person, he would be the most insufferable person to ever be around. Like, no one would be able to put up with him. Because he'd always be like, ugh, I don't need anyone. I'm the ultimate life form. Maria, like, calm the fuck down and get a job at Starbucks or something, Shadow. Make something of your life. God. And on top of that, his character arc is so stupid because he literally just misremembers something. He's literally just like, Maria wanted me to get revenge. Wait, no she didn't. Uh-oh, crap. Like, Shadow's not some cool, scary, edgy boy. He's just a fucking idiot. He's an idiot in rocket shoes. How can anyone take this guy seriously? Dude, Shadow probably fucking mods that I am very badass Reddit, dude. Doesn't he also have a motorcycle? That's right, he has a fucking motorcycle, because that's how much of a fucking poser he is. It's like, I gotta drive the loudest vehicle ever. When he's that much of a fucking jackass that he drives a fucking Harley Davidson. would Shadow even need a motorcycle if he has rocket shoes? Why does he even bother with the rocket shoes if he has a motorcycle? That's a fun paradox. Okay, but I think he had the rocket shoes first. Why would he bother getting a motorcycle? There is no way that the motorcycle moves faster than his rocket shoes. No, he is not subtle at all. He's such a stupid character. Like, TBH, if Scourge didn't exist, he would be my least favorite Sonic character. He's... God. He just, like, breaks everything to me. Like, he just breaks. His whole deal is just too stupid. Almost forgot that part. So close. We're so close, guys. Okay, you know what? But him having a car in Sonic All-Stars Racing, that makes sense. Because it's a racing game. Everyone has a car. Why would he need a motorcycle on normal circumstances? Oh boy, who is Scourge? Asks Snow. Boy, boy, fucking Scourge. Okay, where do I even fucking start with Scourge? Okay, so Scourge is a character from the comics, pre-Super Genesis Wave. He was introduced as evil Sonic from another dimension. It was literally just Sonic, but with sunglasses and a leather jacket, and he ran around, like, being evil and doing his own thing for a while. But then, like, at some point, he, like, used the Master Emerald or something, and he turned green because he powered up with the Master Emerald. And he was like, I'm not evil Sonic, I'm Scourge. He then donned a leather jacket with Guy Fieri flames on it and stole Sonic's girlfriend. In that order. So, fucking Scourge, God. He's such a brat. Every appearance he has, and to be fair, I think that's kind of the point. Like, I think the whole point of his character is that, you know, you love to hate him. The problem is that okay, I love seeing him get owned. I'll give him full points for that. But I would still be happier if he just didn't exist in the first place, because he's just, like, such a fucking... Okay, so, like, all the other villains, well, most of them, I also hate Nagus a lot, but most of the other villains, you know, you got something, like, identifiable traits. Scourge's whole thing is that he's just a fucking whiny piece of shit. I'm not strong enough, but he's not, or he's like, I'm the strongest in the world, and I'm cooler than everyone. You know, like, at least with Infinite, like, Infinite's so over-dramatic that it's really enjoyable. Scourge doesn't even have that. He's like, I'm bad to the bone, baby. He. I'm the coolest, and I'm the best boy, and I can beat up anyone, and like, that's basically him. God, I hate Scourge. The only time that I'm okay with Scourge is when I see him get owned, but even then, like I said, I would still be happier if he just didn't exist in the first place. There are some things, though, that I admit, because Scourge exists, like, they wouldn't have existed if Scourge didn't. Like, there's this really great, like, side comic like a bonus comic at the end of another one where like Scourge tries to sneak into Sonic's house to kill him, but instead Sonic's dad, who's like a robot because of Ken Pender's stupidity, Sonic has a robot dad, just don't worry about it. Sonic's robot dad just fucking owns him. There's actually like a really great dub of that comic on YouTube. I actually really recommend checking it out because, God, it is so gratifying seeing Scourge just get fucking destroyed. Like, they don't even fight. Like, Sonic's robot dad just, like, tells him off, and Scourge, like, leaves crying. It's great. He's such a fucking baby. Let's see, what else is... Oh yeah, the only other thing that I like is, there's this really, really great issue of the comics called, Hedgehog Havoc, where they basically just got every single Hedgehog character in one big free-for-all, and they're all fighting each other, and it's great. It's great. And, the best part about it is that even though, like, Metal Sonic is there, and, like, a crazy alternate universe version of Amy is there, you know, these, like, people who do not care about morals or about doing the right thing or anything, only care about their own goals. Even then, Sonic manages to rally them to beat up Scourge with him. Heck, there's a part where Shadow, like, teleports in because of another story arc he'd been a part of until just then. And the first thing that Sonic says to him, seeing him teleport in, is like, "Hey, Scourge is here. Want to help me beat him up?" And Shadow's just like, "Yeah, sure." It's great. It's so fucking great. The Shadow doesn't even question anything. He's just like, "Of course. Do you even need to ask?" Because, like, that's how much everyone fucking hates Scourge. I love it. That's the only thing about Scourge that I enjoy. The fact that everyone hates him. And, like, even Sonic was even willing to convince Metal Sonic, like, a robot who only cares about, his objective. Even they were able to be convinced to beat up Scourge first, because that's how much everyone fucking hates Scourge. It's so good. Hedgehog Havoc is such a good issue, man. That one also has a really good dub on YouTube. There's some really good... There's, like, a whole community of people who, like, dub Sonic comics on YouTube, and not all of them are great. Like, I don't really like the Champions dub, but for the most part, it's a really good way to, like, revisit old comics. I've been asked this a ton of times. My favorite Sonic character is Knuckles. It's still Knuckles, no matter how many times you ask. I don't know how people keep asking this and not realizing that it's Knuckles. I won't take commissions for anything that's NSFW or, like, super politically charged. But apart from that, I'm also not great at drawing animals. I can probably pull it off, but, like, if you want a bunch of animals, you'd probably be better off commissioning someone else. But apart from that, I can do whatever. responding to YouTube, dude. If you've asked through Tumblr and I never responded, then I'm sorry, you're just not in. And that's just it. I don't know what you're talking about, Simply. I like Sonic Boom a lot. But if you don't like it, then that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Yeah, it's Homestuck music. Has someone ever given me really poor direction for a commission? Yes. I can't remember any specific cases, but there have been a lot of times when they're not very clear on what they want, and then, you know, I do something and they keep asking for changes because they don't like it, but they don't tell me what they specifically want. You know, they're just like, hey, just do whatever you want. But then when I do whatever I want, they're like, no, not like that, like this. And I'm like, okay, no, like this. And they had so many corrections that it's really obvious they wanted like one specific thing, and yet they told me I could do what I want. But like, dude, it's easier on both of us if you just tell me what you want, so I can just do that. Like, if you commission someone, a lot of times it is actually better to just, unless you really do just want them to go nutso for the most part, it's better to give them specific direction so that way they can, you know, they won't have to like get shit sent back as many times, which is annoying, and neither party wants that, so you know. But like, especially like, if you really do want a specific thing, then don't say do whatever you want. Tell them what you specifically want, because there's no way that they will end up with the exact thing you want if you tell them they can do what they want. Maybe I should move this head a bit. Yeah, that's a bit better. Though I have to move the tuft now too. Should probably make it a bit smaller. No, not that. The tuft. The tuft, I say. There we go. Have I ever mentioned that I hate that Sonic characters normally don't have necks? Because I hate that they normally don't have necks. Though I guess that looks alright, but yeah. Whoops. Alright, I did it! I made the line art, guys! Hooray! Now I just gotta add the flat colors and we'll be ready to move on to the next commission. Alright, luckily I already have this rouge here, so I can just... Alright, I gotta do the greeny greens first. Okay. Now I can start adding rouge's colors. Luckily this part I can mostly handle with the mouse, which is good because it's a good break on my wrist. So I should zoom in just to make sure I'm getting all the little bits. Okay. God, I would never do that to you guys because that would mean that I would have to draw Scourge. And like I said, I hate Scourge. I mean, I guess if I got paid for a Scourge commission, I'd do it, because, you know. But, like, I would never draw Scourge under normal circumstances unless I'm trying to make fun of him. Oh no, her nose is like that because her head is tilted, because, like, you know, remember that she's a bat? So, like, the muzzle's in, like, a 3D space, so it's gonna be pointed out a bit, because, you know, bat heads aren't, like, perfectly flat. Like I said, I hate the muzzles in Sonic characters because they're so weirdly shaped. so there's Rouge. Now I just gotta grab a reference for Shadow and get his flats in. Oh, whoops, I think I did... Alright, cool. I was afraid I did some of the colors on the line art layer. That would have been bad. I'm using a mouse for the base colors just to give my wrist a bit of a rest because the line art's kind of... Getting lines like that is hard work on my hand, and it hurts. So, like, just for the flat colors, I'm using the paint bucket, so, you know. And sorry I can't do every single thing by hand, but it hurts. Let's see. See, a picture of him from Sonic X would be good, but if I Google Sonic X Shadow, I'm not gonna get Shadow from Sonic X. You feel me? It's kind of just, I have to move my hand around a lot to get the, lines the way I like them, because, like, they're asking, like, how my hand hurts. It's not even really my wrist, it's more just my fingers, because, to get these lines the way I like them, I, like, have to go over them a couple of times and what have you. Okay, so... see what parts of his shoes are white. Okay, so... the base part... and then the back is black. Oh, whoops. That's not supposed to be there. Boop. There we go. Sometimes the algorithm the software uses to figure out where the gap should close is, it's not 100% precise. To be honest, I'm not into Peridot as much as I used to be. I don't know. Her character's just not interesting to me anymore. So, I guess I'm kind of over Peridot. So that thus ends a saga in the Robo Buddies lore. The appropriately sad music is playing now. Go. I guess I need a new waifu. I don't know. Kizuna Ai's pretty cute. I guess that's my new waifu. see, it's good that the greeny greens are here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have noticed where I poorly filled it in. Okay, now I just gotta do the rings. Now I'll just change the color of the line art. I'll make this black just so that the green... Actually, whatever color I make the line art is what I'll change the greeny greens to. Let's do something like this. How does that look? Yeah, I like that. Okay. And I'll add a nice looking background shape. Let's make it a heart. Let's make the heart a slightly lighter color. It's blending into the lighter a little too much. There we go. Okay, now I just gotta crop it down and we're done. Alright, June 28th, July. Yeah, happy with your commission? Oh wait, I can crop this a little more. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna post this online after the stream, but, if you message me, if you message me on Tumblr, or... That's right, you sent me an ask over Tumblr, so I'll just respond to that with this, and then it's all yours. So, I'm just gonna save it. And there we go, guys. Third commission of the day has been finished. I just got 2 more on my agenda. Oh wait, that's right, 3 more, because 1 was bought during the stream. So that's the Shadow Rouge commish. So, oh wait, I got 1 that says Jacob Boline line art. What did that entail? Jacob Boline, if you're here, what did you commish? I guess until then I'll work on, Malchik Blue. That's right, you commissioned King Dedede. So I'll do that one next. Okay, Malchik Blue, my commission prices vary depending on what exactly you want me to draw. You can check the prices in the link in the description, and then you can get the commission through the link under that one to see the, to purchase the commission, and then I'll get a notification. They'll pop up on the screen like blip, 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 blip. And then I'll write it down. But that's right, so I actually have 4 commissions on my agenda. I completely forgot about Dedede. But yeah. So then, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then when I get back, I'll get started on DDD. So, yeah, be right back. I'm back. Okay, so time to draw the DDDs. So I'm pretty sure I'll only have enough time to do the sketch, but I might be able to do the line art just because DDD is really easy to draw. But, we'll see, but it is getting late. So, while I, pull up a reference image, was there any specific pose you wanted me to draw DDD in, or did you just want DDD? Alright, anything as long as he has his hammer. Just trying to get a 2D reference would be preferable, just because it'd be easier to... Whatever, I'll just... This one looks fine. Heh! It's so tiny. It's actually perfect, though. Okay, let's get to it. So, King Dedede, and anything's fine as long as he has his hammer. Maybe he's like gonna swing his hammer? Yeah, let's try one of those. Alright, so I'm totally gonna be able to do line arcs. Yeah, Dedede is not. It's just a bunch of circles. What is this music? It sounds like the default music that's like on your like iPod. Like when you buy it and there's like that one song that's just on there by default. It's usually called like sample. Alright, let's try like... Okay, so... The hammer's there, so his head'll be there. That's already way too big. So he's like getting ready to swing it. Okay, I know this looks like a mess, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. Well, let's scale this down a little bit so that we can... There we go. Alright. Oh my god, Kalimba, are you kidding me? God, I remember that fucking song. I hope you can see where I'm going with this, because this is a very messy sketch. But I'm carving out a wonderful DDD. This is actually really good on my hand. Thank you, Jacob, for commissioning King DDD. This is actually helping a lot, because I can draw this from the shoulder. Dude, this is like so good on my, it's like, yeah, I'm just drawing from the shoulder. It's helping me out so much. Thank you, Jacob. Alright. Now I'll just refine it, make it a little more comprehensible, and then I can do the line art. Kalimba is the name of the artistry. God. I wonder if there's like a Kalimba remix. Hold on, I gotta look this up now that it's in my mind sphere. Like, Kalimba remix. Okay, let's get an earful of the Kalimba remix. And I'll even turn up the desktop audio so y'all can hear it better. Just sounds like Kalimba to me, but fuck yeah. Hit me with that sick Kalimba jams. Oh my god, if the stream is taken down because we're listening to Kalimba, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Dude, what a fucking jam. I loved that. Oh, thank you, Sonic Kick. Yeah, I'm really happy with the Diamond Jack video. Aaron did a really good job. Is helping me with the writing. But dude, I forgot how much of a fucking banger that Kalimba is. God damn. Like, fuck punk rock or whatever stupid shit I said earlier. My favorite genre of music is now specifically Kalimba and its remixes. I will listen to nothing else. Ah! Fuck! I look away from the...
So good, I'd like to upgrade to flat color, please.
Sure thing, Jacob! Alright. Now it's time for the flip test. Pretty confident about this, though. Yep, not a whole lot needs to be fixed. Mostly just in this area. Alright, sweet. We can move on to line art already. This commission is a miracle. Lord Strickstream, if you do that, oh man. That's just gonna be the end of me. You singing something, Porter Rodney? I don't know that song at all. Is it from like Smash or something? Or like the Kirby show? Actually, no, in between fuzz, just the outside. It should be fine. Yeah. Just like so. Here we go. There we go. So what's the deal with Despacito? To be fair, I've never heard that song, but why is it everywhere? And I've never seen any specific jokes either. All of the jokes I've seen about it just point out the fact that Despacito exists. So like, but why is it, guys? I need your help. What the hell is Despacito? This is the new Saber Spark video. What the hell? ... is Despacito? You know, that should be a new meme. Saber Spark video thumbnails. Because they're all the same. They just got the one, like, eye catcher. And then, like, some text. So, like a thumbnail that's like, what the hell is, childbirth? I don't know. I'm not good at making the meme jokes. The best I can do is assign Sonic characters to vines. Yeah, Ultra Lords got it. That's exactly what the Saber Spark video would be. What? What ruined Despacito? I'm waiting for the one Saber Spark video that's like, what ruined my relationship with Karen? And then the whole video is just him, like, sobbing into a mic, crying about how his girlfriend Karen broke up with him. What ruined Saber Spark? What ruined YouTube live chat? What? I guess, but still. What ruined the Robo Buddy stream? What the hell? ... Is Sonic, is Robo Unleashed Part 2? Time code 11 hours. What ruined Sonic Forces 2? I mean, okay, I don't know if Saber Spark's like a bad person or anything, but God, I can't stand his videos. I mean, don't go like sending him hate or anything, you know. I don't, like I said, I don't know if he's like a bad person. It's just, God, his videos are like the epitome of clickbait, like animation clickbait. He's basically like the BuzzFeed, or not even the BuzzFeed, the Watch Mojo of the animation community. Hey, don't be so mean about Storytime animators, Porter Rodney. I mean, they exist, but it's not like they're taking away from animation. If anything, they're the only animators in the community. I mean, the fact of the matter is that these guys are successful because other people watch them. So if you want, like, more creative, story-driven animators to be more successful than Storytime animators, then you need to put in the effort to give your support to more original animators than Storytime animators. You need to seek out projects that You know what? I'm not sure if I'm liking the fuzzy. I'm gonna just make it smooth. Anyway, you need to seek out original animation and support it and tell other people about it. You need to make this change happen. You can't just blame the people that happened to fit where the system works. That's not going to change anything. You have to make the change. So if you don't like storytime animators and you think that more creative, like quote unquote creative, more like original or story driven or whatever what you want from animation to succeed, then you need to put in the effort to find it. Because sitting on your ass and saying that storytime animators are the reason why all the bad things happen isn't going to make them go away, and you're not helping by complaining about them because you're not doing anything. I'm sorry if I went on a bit of a tangent there, but this is the biggest fucking pet peeve of mine. Storytime animators exist. Get over it. Yes, they overtake original animation, but it's not their fault that people like their content. You have to put in the effort to support creators that you think should be more popular. You can't just blame the people who happen to be popular. That's not going to fix or change anything. What ruined Robo Buddy's composure when it comes to storytime animators? What do I think about Tangled the series? I watched the first episode and I really liked it, but I kind of fell out of it. It's another one of those things, and I was talking about this yesterday, where I watched the first episode and I thought it was really good, and then I just didn't follow it. Not because of any specific reason, just because I just didn't prioritize it, I guess. Something like that. I just wasn't able to fit in my schedule. So I'm a busybody. What ruined EA? What ruined my life? And then it's just 20 minutes of Saber Spark just drinking. Not saying anything, just down in a bottle of Jack Daniels. My favorite text-to-speech voice, you know, I just like the default guy, you know? I think he's got that moxie, you know? I don't know how to describe it. I just like him. God, make that the latest Robo Buddies meme, just like parodies of Saber Spark thumbnails. What ruined Robo Buddies? Can't wait for that video to come out. I'm just waiting for the day, man. For the day when someone makes a call-out video on me. I was hoping one would come out on my birthday and like all the stars would align, but alas. But hey, who knows? All I want for Christmas is a really stupid, bad call-out video on me. Preferably from Lily Pete or Nero's Q. I would love that. I mean, I'm sure Nero's has the bone to pick with me, considering that a lot of my male characters look kind of feminine, and he's incapable of comprehending the fact that sometimes men can look kind of feminine. I don't know what I'd do if Psy called me out. I mean, I don't think he's gonna. I feel like if he was gonna... No, not undo. I meant to save. I mean, I feel like if he was gonna, he would have already, but, like... I don't know. I'll see what he says specifically, but so far I think the only real criticism he's lobbied at me is that he thinks I'm a Rebel Taxi ripoff. Except that he clearly doesn't like Rebel Taxi videos, so... How would he have seen enough of Rebel Taxi's videos to know that I'm supposedly just like him? I think I did see Huge Knots rant on me. I don't think I finished it, though. I forget why. I think he was doing, like, the Cinema Sins thing with my Steven Universe rant, and I was like, alright, well, a lot of this is just opinion, so whatever. But, to be fair, I didn't watch the full thing. I don't know, I think it just kinda... It wasn't even really funny, it was just like, okay, he doesn't agree with me, whatever. I mean, I'm a little into goth, but I'm more of an aliens kind of person. Love them cute aliens. Hell yes. Oh yeah, I remember that. Like, I was watching CinemaSin's video on the first Ninja Turtles movie, and his first sin was that April O'Neil wasn't portrayed by a porn star, which is like, excuse me? What is that supposed to mean? How was that a knock against the movie? Hell, I bet if she was portrayed by a porn star, he would make that a sin. But I mean, whatever. CinemaSins is a fucking joke, so... Yeah. That's old news at this point. Especially after his Megamind video, where, like, you could see on screen things that contradicted what he was saying. If you want to join the Robo Buddies Discord, you have to message me on Tumblr, and then I might let you in. but I also might not, so, you know, don't be upset if you don't get let in. I very, very heavily curate who gets let in the Robo Buddies Discord, just so that way it can stay an enjoyable experience for all. Alright, almost done with D. Okay, we're almost done, kids. Well, I'm not gonna... Who cares about Watch Mojo these days? Like... Whatever. Everyone knows that Watch Mojo is garbage. Hell, I feel almost like they purposely put out shit content so that people will complain about them. And they'll get them hot views. I mean, they did do a lot of things that were pretty obviously just to stir up people. Like when they did top 10 school shootings in the United States. Shit like that. So, I'm not gonna bother with them. Alright. Now I just gotta add the colors and we'll be done with D. Oh, whoops. Did it. Okay. I mean, it would have been fine if it cropped out his head. It just would have been kind of funny if I'd pulled that out and it'd be like, oh no! Whoops. Oh wait, how does that look when the... Alright, so definitely a bit more red. There. No. Hold on. That'll do. Actually, let's make that a little lighter. Alright, now I'll just change the color of the line art, and it'll be done. Let's see how like a dark blue would look. Yeah. And then I'll put like an action line behind him. Where it's going like. And then I'll continue the action line in front, so it's like that. Except I should probably make it a nicer color than like a yellow, maybe. Yeah. Maybe I'll move like the tail up a bit more. Or like there we go. How's this? awesome. So, I am going to be posting this online, but, you can also, like, send me an ask or a message on Tumblr or Twitter, and I'll send it to you if you, like, don't want to wait for me to post it. The light blue would work if DDD wasn't already blue. The yellow, like, contrasts against his, robe and his, color better. Alright, so it's almost 9 where I'm at, and I've been, working on commissions for almost, like, 5 hours, so I'm gonna call it for today, and then I'll get right back to it tomorrow. So, yeah. Now, green would blend into the blue a little bit, I feel. I need a good, like, primary color. Yeah, no problem, Jacob. So, yeah, that'll be it for today. If I didn't get to your commission yet, I will definitely get to it tomorrow. Because tomorrow's commissions are pretty lax, apart from that one where the guy wants me to draw his OCs, but I can at least get 2 out of 3 of them finished, so there's that. So, yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for hanging out with me once again, and see you tomorrow.